Hi, I'm currently with Sajith Sivanandan, the head of Google Malaysia, and we've got him to answer us a few questions regarding today's conference. Okay, hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so we'll just get straight to business.
Sure.
Okay, so the recent general election is vastly different from the previous one in 2008. Mostly because of the role that social media and maybe search engines have played. So can you tell us a bit how this has changed the recent general election?
Yeah, sure, very much. And so 2008 was a vastly different scenario to what it is now. 70% of Malaysians are online. Smartphone penetration is about 120%. So what that means is that people now can access information anytime, anywhere. And so as a result of that, what that means for politics, for issues, and for candidates is that they are pretty much on guard and on live and in the game 24/7, because the voters can reach out to them at any time that they want, can try and understand what candidate stands for, can try and understand what a party stands for, and and this is all happening real time.
Okay.
So the world has changed from one of broadcast medium, so where you could just broadcast out what you thought was right, to one which has become very interactive. So in this case, in this 2013 scenario, candidates are speaking to voters and voters are speaking to candidates. And that causes a big change in the dynamic of elections.
Okay, so there is a change. So is it a good change or a bad change, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think it's a great change, because what this does, and it's great for parties as well, because they can really engage on issues and really show that they mean what they say and want to make a difference. And really, that's what good politics is all about, where you want to stand for some issues, you want to stand for some platforms, and engage with voters, because ultimately it's the voters who bring in the government, and they speak through the action of voting. And we all know this year was the highest ever, I think, population that voted, and the results are there to see. And I think it has. I think this is really good that voters are involved in such a big way.
Okay, I'll get back to that. But before that, 1 in 2 searches during elections is through mobile phones.
That is correct.
So what does that mean? What does that indicate?
Well, what that means is anytime, anywhere, there are voters that are expressing their interest and are searching for the issues. So it's not about reaching home. It's not about being in office anymore. It's pretty much anytime, anywhere you are, you can engage with a candidate, or you can understand what a candidate is saying. You can understand what a party is saying, and that has huge implications for how campaigns are run. Because from the day, to go back to the original point, from the day of just broadcasting a message, now you have to be prepared to actually hear back, and that can happen 24/7. And again, it's incredibly uplifting.
Okay, finally, with the increasing role that in search engines and social media has played, what can we look forward to for the next election in 2018?
Well, so that's a good one. But if you just play out, I think from the perspective of what's happening online, I mean, it was about 70% Malaysians had connectivity. The government, as we all know, is very committed to rolling out the HSBB plan to all parts of the country. It just means that more Malaysians are going to enter the online conversation. So the remaining 30% are going to get online. And that means, hopefully by 2018, we'll have all the Malaysians connected, taking part in this, having even more conversations, engaging. And I think those will be in elections where actually campaigns happen not only on the padang and on the ground and everything, but will happen online, where people are speaking to one another, candidates are speaking to voters back and forth, and happening in real time.
But before that, sorry, one more question. Does that mean that social media will trump the conservative media? You see, like newspapers and TV. What does it mean?
Sure. No, I don't think this is an either or game.
Okay.
This is very much an and.
Complement.
And it's all complementary, because don't forget, people access information through different sources, and social media, online media, the mainstream media, alternative media, everything comes together in this confluence, which just gives the voters tons of information. It's for the voter to decide. Exactly. It's for the voter to decide which ones they read, which ones they don't. And that's what democracy is all about, to give people the choice.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.